I'm responsible for UI design and user research at Google, and my team works on all of Google's products worldwide. So how Google cultivates a culture of innovation and creativity, I mean, there's so many parts to it. One is just kind of the time, the 20% time, and one of the things I think a lot of companies struggle with is, if things are so road-mapped out that there isn't any play time, and play is really important to, building up new ideas and making them come to life. So I think Google really believes in play. The other part of it is kind of this feeling of empowerment that you don't have to ask somebody, oh, is it okay if I do this? It's like, just do it, and whereas most companies might, force you to kind of build a prototype and then go through many executive reviews to make sure you get the okay to go build this thing. Google's culture of empowerment just allows people to just go build the thing, just build a prototype or build an early concept, so that you can demonstrate the idea, so that instead of spending a lot of time talking about what we're going to do, that we actually take action and do it. Another part of it is the bottoms-up culture. So the sense that the idea that managers are really working for their people, and they're there to support the folks who actually build everything. So that the organization's kind of upside down in that sense. And because if things are so top down and road mapped out, it's very hard to see what you don't see. Whereas if you have a bottoms-up organization, then you get ideas coming in from everywhere and everybody feeling like they're empowered to act on it. So you get kind of this ecosystem of ideas, and then let the power of the idea see what survives. In terms of the design team, another thing we've been looking at a lot is just general consistency across all the products, and looking at especially for the Google apps, a lot of those products were acquisitions. We had Writely, and Google Spreadsheets was also an acquisition, Google Voice was an acquisition, and so all of those are really like 1.0 kind of versions. And so now it's a chance for us to bring that all into a common UI framework, and also make it relate to search, so that we can unify all of our products under one brand and one visual language. So Gmail Labs is kind of an experimental playground for us, and in the panel I talked a little bit about how we kind of launch a lot of things and iterate on them, and we see those as learning experiences, and Gmail Labs is one example of that, where we launch interesting features, and we see how people use them, we get feedback from our users, and we might eventually graduate them and launch them as true integrated features into Gmail, or we might kill those and integrate them in other areas somehow, but we see that as like a learning experience for us. So here's an idea for how we can improve the user experience. Let's put this out there, see what the reaction is, see what the usage is and the usefulness, and then decide where to go from there. We recently launched Google Voice this past week. This is kind of, we bought Grand Central and we relaunched it as Google Voice, and this is open to the people who originally subscribed to Grand Central. And what this service allows you to do is, you can give everybody your primary phone number, and it rings all of the numbers that you have, whether it's your home or office or mobile device. You can send and receive SMS text messages through this web interface, so you can actually reply to SMS messages from a regular keyboard. You can get voicemail through this service, and it can archive, and you can save it forever. There's transcription available too, so you can read your voicemail instead of listening to it.